I know you're probably seeing me in a different location, which is not my place. It's actually my son's house, which is one right over there. So I came to see him, and I came to cook some dinner for him. As me, as the second mom, can I please cook something special for him because it's Friday. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna cook some baked ziti, and what I'm doing right now is I am actually cooking the meat, which is ground beef. I'm already heating up the water, and I'm gonna start prepping some of the seasoning that goes together with that. And once I do that, I'm gonna start putting it all together so you guys have an idea how it's like to cook a Latino Asian baked ziti. Okay, so let me start prepping things up, and then I'll show you little by little how it's done. What I do is as you can see, I buy it at the meat store, take it from there, and then I'll put it in here and I'll do it by parts. I cook it in separate parts. Once that's done, I'll put it in here. And then when that's all done, then I start getting all the seasoning, and then I start mixing and putting it all together. And then I recook it again with all the seasoning all together. Because it's always better to cook it separately. And then once that's done, and you can start adding the seasoning to that, and then recook it with all the seasoning all together. And that is deliciosa. Hello. So what I'm doing, I'm finishing up cutting up the onions, and I just cut it up in small little layers. So actually, once I'm done doing this, I cook it. You know, I put the ingredients actually in the bowl itself, fry it up, and I'll show you exactly how that's done, so you have an idea. I usually add some seasoning in it, so without the seasoning, it doesn't taste good. You know, the way you would want to. My hair's flying all over the place because it's actually hot in here, and I do have a fan somewhere over there. See that? See that? Okay, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm trying to make this a little bit not too fast, but not too slow. So at least I don't bore anybody here. So you have an idea. As you can see, I cut everything in layers, small in pieces, and then I put it in 3 different places. I do the red, the green, and then I mix it all together. And this is the pan right here, so once that's ready to go, I'll show you what I do next. You really want to always, cook the sauce. It's supposed to be cooked maybe like about an hour to 2 hours. It can be probably more, but usually I do like about 2 hours maximum. If it's something small like baked ziti, things like this. So I already took out the water from it, so it's just in there chilling. And this is rice that was actually cooked from yesterday, so they're just gonna recook it and put that back into there. And I'm gonna start cooking these little friends of mine. So 1, 2, and 3. So this is basically the ingredients that I have used. A little bit of everything, maybe about a quarter or so. This is the most important, these two right here. That's what gives it a great flavor. And a little bit of vinegar as well. And I use half of an envelope of that. You don't want to use the whole thing because it will gag. And as you can see, I add the brown sugar to it. Adding about 2 tablespoons. So once that's done, I'll mix it together with the onions. And it should give it like a nice little sweet taste. And the next thing I do, I start adding these little thingies right inside here, mixing it up. Once it's all done and cooked, I take it up from there and I set it aside to a different plate, and then I start cooking up the meat. All the ingredients in there. That's what I do. And a little bit of soy sauce. Can mix that. Yeah. Okay guys, now you can see as it's all cooked. All mixed in there. This is exactly what I do and how I mix it. Give it a couple of minutes. You don't want to overcook it because it tastes terrible when you overcook it. I do maybe like about 10 minutes or so. Playing around back and forth, back to back. And once that's done, I take it out, put it in a separate Tupperware, close it up, and then I mix it in there with the meat, and I start doing that next. Yummy, yummy. There you go, it's all mixed up in there, and this is already cooked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend everything inside here, and once that's all blended in, I start the cooking, cooking up the meat. And once I start doing that, the flavors should be erupting in there, and it should be coming up. So usually this cooking takes, since I already cooked it already, I'm just gonna recook it one more time, only like half of that, maybe like about good 5 to 10 minutes, and then I start blending it in with the big ziti, and then wait for that to be cooked, maybe like another 30 minutes, and good to go, and voila. So what I did was I used another pan so I can put this together, and what you can also do as well is you can grab yourself these, and since that's cooking already, see that? Yummy, yummy. I'm going to maybe like about 1 scoop of this and dump it in there. And then you want to put it in there. And you want to mix it while it's cooking, so it gives it actually more flavor. And there you go. This is just now, so I'm just prepping it. So once that's done, I'll mix it, and then I'll give you guys the shout out when it's done, so you have an idea. See, so that's cooking for another maybe 10 more minutes, and then I start blending it in with this and that one, and then I have baked ziti with some loto. Loto in the Philippines is called rice. So in Spanish it's called arroz. And I have my beautiful daughter here. Say hello to my people. Yes. Okay. Bye guys. See you in a bit. Alright, it's become the truth of the hour. As you can see, it's cooked pretty much. So my son here is gonna be the taster. Take this, blow it, and you'll be the one that's gonna tell me how it is. Guess what's hot?
Very good.
Is that?
Yeah.
Don't lie to the camera. Everybody's looking at you.
It is good.
Really? Okay, just want to make sure. Alright, you good. So you know what that means, right?
Are you gonna put it here?
Oh, but absolutely, that's what you do after I finish cooking this. This is already cooked. What you want to do is you want to take it, you want to blend it in together with that, and then, as you can see, the sauce is cooking. So you want to take up maybe like 2 or 3 spoons, little by little, with this one here, and dump it, and then you want to mix it, and then that's when you got the good big ziti. And for my friends out there, they were asking me already. They already texted me. I don't know how they found out. I think my daughter's been telling them already. This is the box that you use. The big ziti box. I used 2 of them. And I used ragu for meat. It gives them the flavor. Okay, and I'll see you in a little bit. So what I did was I retrieved the big ziti that I finished cooking, can number 27, from the back. I put it in here, blended it in there, and now since I already cooked the sauce, you want to take up another scoop and just pour it in there. So that blends in there with the big ziti and the meat and all that. I'll give a nice flavor. I don't put too much. This is just fine, just like 2 scoops. This is just a lot in there at the bottom. See, I just go in and I turn, I go in and I turn until everything's all in there. And then once that's done, this is what you do. You can start eating it now, or you want to give it a couple of minutes until everything's all blended in nicely. And then punch it up. But because I have my son in back of me, he's going to trying to eat this. And he's the one that's actually filming. So I'm going to get a plate for him. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I brought a plate because he's dying to taste this. So, in Asia, we do a little portion like this. That's what we do. But the Latino Americanos here, they eat the whole damn plate. You fill it up and they want more on top of the plate and even under if they can because it's so delicious. So, I'm gonna let him be the one to taste. Just give me 1 second. And this is for him. And we're gonna try places. Of course, this is my coffee. I cannot live without my coffee. Bustelo is an espresso coffee from Puerto Rico. And I just love the taste because it's an espresso and it gives like the energy boost. Alright, my friends, so we're gonna trade places here. And you do the honors of tasting it, finishing, because I know you did. And then you just let me know what you think. Oh my god. Not the first one, but 2 of them, 1 shot. Okay.
This is good.
This is banging, right? It's banging. Well, we got a good big plate here, so they're gonna have a lot of fun. So, all right. So he's like, I mean, he's swallowing this, like literally swallowing this. That's how good it is. He's my youngest son. He's actually 14. Look at this. He's 14. For me, 14, 15, 14. Look, he's my. I'm 5'5". So you imagine how tall is he? He's still growing. Just imagine. And I have the other one over there. He's my daughter. And she's actually 17. Gonna be 17. So just imagine. So anyway, so yeah, this is it for today, pretty much. Today's show. Look at this. Damn, he just swallowed this damn thing. My God, it's so banging. So I cooked it for them, and this is what you do. You know, it's a short little. I call it a short little meal, and it's very easy to do. It's not very difficult. You know, it took me maybe like about 2 hours to cook this stuff. So I, cooked it for my family, and it's dinner time. So this was actually on the menu for today for Friday. So he's probably gonna go for seconds. Look at that place, like it dissolved. So you go ahead, go help yourself, cause I know. So then again, this is what happens when you cook really, really delicious for the kids and all that. So they love me because, like I said, I used to be a chef. So in this house, that's all I used to do, just cook constantly all the time. So sorry to say that the madame of this house is not here today. She's actually in the Philippines on vacation. So what I do is I usually come here and I help out. It's always good to stay friends, no matter what happens in the past. You always stay connected and you stay friends, and that's the best thing you can do. So I'm all done. So this is today's show. I cook Ziti for my family and my kids. One more thing before I forget, before I close the show, you want to use chicken parmesan, the cheese. He actually forgot it. Look, I told you this guy's going for seconds. So if you want to add a little bit to it, as you want it. Italians love the chicken parmesan on top, so you want to use the cheese. And you can buy this in any kind of store, Walmart, AMP, ShopRite, wherever you want to go and buy it. But this is actually together with the big ziti. Without this, it got no taste at all. So, okay, I see you guys. This is it. I'm done. That's it. Bye.
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 Bye.